What's up, guys? Happy Monday after Christmas, which today is December 27th, and we are getting very close, very close to the new year, 2022. So hopefully you guys had a great holiday weekend, and for all of you that are celebrating Christmas, well, happy Merry Christmas. And for everyone else that's just celebrating Hanukkah, whatever, happy holidays. So just wanted to say, once again, this is going to be an amazing year coming up, 2022. Very excited about it, as we always are coming into a new year. We always feel like we have a clean slate and we can start over or start from scratch and all of those things. And I think it is something that we should kind of lean into a little bit because, well, it's here. But I'm also a believer that we can do this in like July if we want to, right? We just have to mentally tell ourselves that we're starting over, or we're going to do something new, or today is going to be the day, or this is going to be the week or the month or whatever. But we are approaching the new year. I know it's resolution time. Like everyone is going to be, out there, having all of these goals and dreams and all of this stuff. But what I do want you to do here before we get into the Monday mindset is I want you to take a deep breath, and I want you to embrace that newness, right? That thing that we can look forward to and kind of start over and set goals. But I also do not want you to overthink it and set too many goals, because that can also be a little bit of a trap there, where we then think we have to do all of these things and we got to do them all perfect. And if we fall off the rails, well, then we're done and we got to start over or any of that stuff. So let's keep it simple. Oh, I think I've said that before. Keep it simple. That's the new word for me for the year. Simple, simplicity. So today, what I did want to talk about for our Monday mindset is I wanted to talk about the magic formula to becoming successful in 2022 or 2023, whatever year you want to put on it. This here is universal. And there are three things that will almost guarantee that you will be successful. And it also depends on what you look at as far as success. Like, what is success? Is it, oh, I finally won, or I finally was able to make my first dollar, or I was able to make $1,000, or I was able to drop 20 pounds, or whatever it is. What is the goal? I think we also need to be clear on that. We also need to be realistic on that. So that is what we are going to be talking about here today, the magic formula to becoming successful in 2022. And I'm going to give you three things to think about. And this is actually something, once again, that was, I was inspired by my daughter, Kayla, who is into beach volleyball, because this is exactly what she needs to do to be successful. All right, in beach volleyball, in this example. So that's what we're going to be talking about here today. So before we do, let me just make sure that everything is good. The feed is good. It looks like Karen is here. What's up, Karen? Good morning to you. Salma, good morning to you as well. And if anyone else wants to drop their name, I know there's more than 2 people on here right now. So if you guys would drop a comment in there, let me know that you're here. That would be awesome. Let me know, did you have a great weekend? Did you have a good holiday weekend? And are you excited for 2022? Actually, you know what? Let's do that. In the comments, let me know, what is your number one goal for 2022? What is the number one goal for you in 2022? I'd love to know that. All right. So let's kick this thing off. And then I am going to be doing, I'm writing my Monday email. I'm a little behind today. But I'm writing my Monday email, so that'll be being sent out. If you are not yet on my email list and you would like to get a little insight, some tips here and there, make sure that you get on that list. And the way that you can get on that list is to head on over to takeactioncrew.com. Again, that's takeactioncrew.com. And you'll be on my email list, and I'll send you some emails through the week, excuse me, that will give you some insight. They'll also give you some tips and just what I'm working on and what's working, what's not, and trying to help you. So if you're interested in that, make sure that you do that as well. But I got a little challenge that I'm going to be challenging people to, and that's in that email. So make sure that you jump on that list. And the other thing is BCA members, Brand Creators Academy. I know some of you do watch these. We are going to be doing a keyword research session this Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern time. That's our normal scheduled time. If you are not yet part of Brand Creators Academy and you'd like to be in on that call, you can join, but it's not public. It is by private invite. So if you are interested, you can either drop interested in the comments here or send an email to me personally, scott@brandcreators.com, and just put in the subject line interested, and I will get back to you with some details. But that's what we're going to be doing this Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern time. And I'm going to be actually posting it in our private group that if you want me to do some keyword research as an example for this keyword research session, I'm going to take a few of them because I can't do too many, but I'm going to do a few of them for our members. So I'll be posting that in the BCA private group. But that's what we got going on this week so far. All right. So let's get rocking and rolling. All right. What's up, Kay? Good morning. Good to see you. All right, cool. So here we go. All right. I'm going to officially kick this thing off, and I got to get my notes up there. There we go. Here we go. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Monday Mindset. I am fired up. And yes, this is our normally scheduled coffee talk. So if you're listening to this on the podcast, we're actually doing this also live on Facebook right now. And yeah, today, what are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about something I think really, really important and very, very simple to do and to implement. And probably right now, because we are into the new year, or at least we're close, depending on when this airs, 2022 is here. And we probably want to achieve something. We probably have some goals that we're setting for ourselves. But now we have to think to ourselves, how do we actually get there? How do we actually obtain those goals? How do we achieve them? And well, there's a little bit of a formula here that I'm going to share with you today that will almost guarantee that you will get the results that you're looking for. Now, who wouldn't want that? Kind of like a magic formula or a silver bullet or a pill. Well, no, you literally have to do work here. All right. So this is not that. This is not it is a formula. It is a kind of a magic formula. If you look at it in the sense that if you do implement this, that you do increase your chances for success, and then it just kind of compounds on itself. But that's what I'm going to be talking about here today on this Monday Mindset. So this way here, we can kick off your week, but also kick off the year with, something that is actionable that you can actually do, and you can start getting some results, and hopefully quicker and sooner than later. So the magic formula to becoming successful, that's what we're going to talk about. The 3 things. Okay. Now, it's funny because my daughter, Kayla, who's 14, just turned 14. She's really into beach volleyball. And if you've been a listener of the podcast, you probably heard me talk about this quite often. But it's just when you are trying to achieve something in anything, and that's why it's a good example for beach volleyball, is you have to do certain things. Okay. Well, the same thing goes with business, life, doesn't really matter. It's going to follow these same principles. I like sports. So a lot of the stuff that I talk about, it does relate to sports because we're trying to get a result, right? We're trying to get better. We're trying to win, right? A match, or we're trying to win a ball game. Okay. So it does have a lot to do with putting in the work and doing the work consistently and keeping things super simple. It's the basics, right? I mean, my son, who's 23, he coaches basketball now, played basketball for the longest time, but now he's a 8th grade basketball coach. And it just comes down to those fundamentals. When that kid gets to that foul line and you miss 50% of your shots, that's a point you could have had, right? Like, and there's teams that have lost from foul shots that if they just made their foul shots, it would have won. So it's really important to do those foul shots in practice, and a lot of them. Okay. So let's first talk about the number one thing. And if you don't have this, it's not going to work. It's just not going to work. Okay. Because it's not going to allow you to do the other things. Okay. So the first thing is we need to have the desire. Okay. We need to want what we're trying to achieve. We can't just write it down on paper and go, okay, I wrote down my goal. That's good. It's going to happen. I know it because I want it. I think. Do I really want it? Kind of. I'll do a little bit of the work, right? Or maybe I'll do it for a week. But you really, really, really need to have that desire, strong desire for what you're trying to achieve. All right. And with that does come commitment. And I've talked about this before. You need to have that commitment. So, really, desire, the want, okay, is going to drive you and allow you to commit yourself to do the next piece. And that is putting in the work, the reps. You got to do the reps, right? Now, in the niche properties, building digital real estate world, let's take this into that. We need to be consistent with creating content and publishing. If all you're doing is doing the reps of, well, I'm going to do some keyword research, but I'm not actually going to write the content because I'm going to get hung up there, it's not going to work, right? You only did one part of it, right? So let's throw this into the beach volleyball world, right? My daughter knows that having a good serve receive, basically when that ball comes over and is served, that first pass is everything. If you don't have a good first pass, can't even have the play, right? So that's the most important part in my eyes as a beach volleyball player, is if you gotta learn that and you gotta master that first, right? And then the hits will come, your serve will come, like all of that stuff will come. And I'm not saying that none of that stuff is important. It is, but that's the number one thing. So until you have that mastered, you really gotta focus on the reps again and again and again. But what's going to make you want to do it more? Seeing results, right? And so as you're doing this, if you start to see yourself getting better, little bit, same thing with content. If you start creating content and then all of a sudden you start seeing a little bit of traffic, or not even traffic yet, we start seeing that we're getting indexed, because that's the first thing that we look at. We're getting indexed, right? We see that Google sees us. Oh, they're putting us in the top 100. All right, we're on the map. We're somewhat in the game. And then you start to move up in those ranks, start to get a little bit of traffic. People are starting to see my stuff. All right. Makes you want to keep doing it. Makes you want to keep putting in the reps. But let's go back to the first one. If you don't have the desire, if you don't truly want it, you're not going to put in the reps, because that's boring. Okay. That is the boring part. It's simple, not hard, boring. Okay. For the most part, keyword research is fun. Writing the content, not so much fun unless you just love writing. Right. So for me personally, my desire, my want to build these digital real estate, these digital assets, is not necessarily because I love writing. I don't. I find other people to do that. I love, and my desire is to build digital real estate because I love the reward of having that passive income, but I love that process. Like, I have fallen in love with the process, just like a builder would have fallen in love with developing land and developing a development and creating new houses and having a community come together and building all of that, right? And yes, the money is the reward in a sense, but you got to love the process and you got to love the game in a sense, right? Like the game, beach volleyball, the game, building niche properties, building an Amazon business, like whatever you want to do, the desire has to be there or you will not do the other things, right? And it makes sense. So let's move into the third one. Third one is very simple, very simple. You don't even have to really think about this. And that is repeat. You got to repeat. You got to do it again and again and again. And if you go back to, I believe it was last Monday's Monday Mindset, it was all about the again method, which means do it again, do it again, do it again. Boring, but it works, right? Do the foul shots. How many foul shots are you going to do every single day? You're going to do 100? Well, your competition's going to do 150. So you might want to do 250, right? Just do the reps, right? You can stand in a driveway and shoot foul shots all day long if you want to, okay? But yes, then we have to test it out in the game. Right? We can practice all we want, but then we got to actually do it in the game, because in the game, sometimes things are different. Doesn't always work out the way it did in practice, right? Or maybe it's those layups. Got to do those layups. Okay. Same thing happens inside of this type of business. Okay. When we're doing this, the work is not hard. It really is not. And there's a lot of resources out there. We can have other people do it for us, but we got to put in the work. Okay. And we got to put in the reps. So let's just recap this real quick, and then you guys are going to get out of here. And you're going to go ahead and put this to use. I know it, and I want you to. Okay. The magic formula to becoming successful in 2022 looks like this: desire, want. Okay. Do you truly want it? And if you do, then move on to step 2, and that is put in the reps. Okay. Put in the reps. If we're talking about a digital real estate piece of property, the niche properties like we always talk about here, if we're talking about that, what does that look like? Okay. Not about the build. It's not really so much about building your website, getting your logo, all that stuff. That stuff's all like, get it all built. That's easy too. We can do that in an hour. It's the reps that comes into play here is when we're doing the keyword research and the content creation and publishing. That is it. That is the business model. Simple. Okay. And then the last thing is, after we've done the reps and we keep doing those reps, we're going to repeat that. We're going to do more reps. And that is the magic formula in anything. You want to get stronger? Get in that gym, put in the work, do the reps, you'll get stronger. Okay. Eat the right foods. Okay. You want to get better at beach volleyball? Put in the reps. Play the game, see how it worked, go back, do more reps. Keep getting better. Okay. Keep refining. Okay. So no matter what we're doing here, we're always following this principle, but it has to start with desire, the want, not just the goal, the desire for what you actually are trying to achieve. All right. So guys, that is your Monday mindset. I really want you to implement this, and I want you to take advantage of this simple 3-part formula. All right, guys. So that's it. That's going to wrap it up. As always, take care, take action, and I'll see you back here on the next episode. Take care, guys. Cut. All right, guys. Let's see. So, Karen says, had a great weekend. Our number one goal is working smarter, not harder. Love that. I am going to be working on SEO and monetizing. I love it, Karen. And Karen, you know where to find us. We're inside of the group. You know that. Karen was one of our last hot seat sessions inside of Brand Creators Academy. And 2022 is going to be a great year for Karen. And I can't wait to see where you are in the next 3 to 6 months. What's up, Alpandro? Thanks for the apple. How do you check to see if you are indexed? Type each question to see where it comes up or no. The way that we do it is we use Ahrefs. It is a paid tool, but I believe they have a free version that will allow you to see some indexing. And yes, then we are just going to see that indexing of the keywords. So, I mean, I can literally log in right now and every day it'll show me that I'm getting indexed every day for more keywords. And that also increases my chances of then getting traffic and more traffic because I'm constantly moving up in the ranks, but also I'm getting indexed for new, fresh keywords because we're putting more content on the website. So the more content we put on the website, the more keywords we get indexed for, the more keywords we get indexed for, the more traffic we start to get, and it just starts compounding on each other. But we see that in the Ahrefs tool. All right. So guys, that is going to wrap it up. I did want to remind you though, if you came in late or if you're watching this on the replay, if you're part of our Brand Creators Academy, we're going to be doing a full keyword research session, which I will be doing. Chris may be back with us. He's actually traveling back from the States to Colombia. So fingers crossed, but I'm going to be doing a full keyword research session. And I'm going to be taking some of our members, our BCA members, and we're going to be digging into some keywords and to walk you through this process. And we're going to take a 45-minute chunk of time, just like I always say. That's the amount of time that I'm going to be always taking for keyword research. I'm going to do some myself today for my own niches, and then we go ahead and we fill out a little spreadsheet with some keywords that we can start writing or have written. So that's happening this Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern time. If you'd like to be part of our Brand Creators Academy, which also gives you access to our niche properties class and all of our other trainings and our community, hot seats, all of that stuff, make sure that you check it out. I would head on over to brandcreators.com/BCA, and that will take you to the page where you can fill out a short little survey and request to join, and then we can send you over a private invite if you're interested. All right. So guys, that is our Monday mindset. I want to thank you guys for just being here and showing up, and a lot of great stuff coming here in 2022. And I'm really excited to share it with you guys. And I'm really, really excited for our Brand Creators Academy members and our community, because we've got a ton planned for those guys. And I can't wait to reveal it and see where it leads us. All right. So guys, take care, take action, have an awesome day, and I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.